I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. My videos are about love, creation, infinity, energy, because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. Why? Because of the human heartbeat. The human heartbeat gives us life. It generates an electromagnetic field of creation around the human body, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation that powers the whole organism. The system is called life. As a result, our brains, our organs function. We can think, be conscious, self-aware, sentient, intelligent as we are. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So our primordial instinct to exist, life itself to live, is the human heartbeat. Without the human heartbeat, the human species wouldn't exist. This is who we are. We exist because of the human heartbeat. It's energy that gives us life. Energy is creation and creation is life. We are alive because of energy, because of we were created by energy. And this is exactly who we are. We light spherical beings. Because of the electromagnetic field of the heart, which is spherical in nature. And this is who we are. Just like the sun. The sun is also energy. You see, the sun, the Father created the conditions, the elements, hydrogen, all these different energy sources that created the conditions on earth here, our mother, right? For earth to have its own shape, which is spherical as well, and has its own electromagnetic field just like the sun's, and then created the conditions for life to emerge here, biologically speaking, us conscious beings, through the DNA, all the support systems, the ecosystems, the atmosphere, all the biosphere, all the biome, all the different things. It's all as a result of life itself, and life is energy, life is creation, and Earth is a proof of that, and then the sun obviously is the biggest example we have. And then, of course, us, biologically speaking, having our own electromagnetic field of creation, which is energy itself. So you see, we are energy, we are creation, we are life. That's just who we are. And life comes from the heart, right? It's electromagnetic in nature, the heartbeat, and generates the system. So we go live. Then we love with our hearts, right? It's our instinct to love. Our instinct is to love. And we love with our hearts. We love with our hearts because love comes from the heart and the heartbeat comes from the heart. So we live to love. You see, our primordial instinct, the instinct to live, is the human heartbeat. And then as a result of that, we become conscious and self-aware. And then we love with our hearts. So, and they come from the same place, the human heart. So we live to love. This is our nature. It's our instinct to love. Why? Because we make love. We make children, we have children, it's creation. We are biological creators. You see, we are creating life, we're creating offsprings. And our instinct is to love our children. This is our instinct. We love our children. So we raise them and they themselves get to maturity and then do the same. The life cycle continues, the cycle of creation. It's a beautiful process. And we all have this instinct because we all have the instinct to live and love because they come from the same place, the human heart. Our primordial instincts are to live and love. So we live and love, and we love to live. We all want to have a purposeful life, a life full of meaning, full of joy, full of happiness, full of fulfillment, purposeful life. So the purpose of life is to have a purposeful life. This is what the purpose of life is. We live to love and we love to live. Creation creates creators, and this is who we are. We are creators, and we create through love. We create through love because this is our instinct. You see, the love can be measured at the labs with equipment and tools. It's the highest frequency that the human heart can emit. You see, it's the highest resonance, it's the highest bandwidth, it's the highest vibration, it's the highest frequency that the human heart can emit as a waveform of creation itself. And this can be measured, it can be tested. This is replicable and repeatable. This is just nature is objective reality, and it is applicable to all of us, all humans. So this is the truth. So our nature is to love because our nature is to live, and we live to love, and we love to live. So what does that make us then? Well, it makes us a benevolent species. It makes us a benevolent species. You see, we are a benevolent species. This is our nature. This is who we are. We are a heartful species. We're a heart-based species. We're a love-based species. This is who we are. This is our nature. We live to love and we love to live. And we are energy because of the light spherical electromagnetic field that is generated as a result of the human heartbeat. That powers the human body, the resonance of the human heartbeat. Heart energy, love itself is creation at the biological scale. Because we don't only love our creation, which is the biological creation of the offspring, our children, but we also love ourselves because we're conscious and self-aware. And we love our creations outside our biological creations, meaning the things that we invent, the things that we create, the things that we do. And then we love others, and we can love what others do. You see, it's a full circle. It's full circle because it's our instinct, it's our nature. So, and this is what has happened. We have reached the threshold, a critical mass. We have matured, fully transitioned, graduated into full understanding of who we are, our nature, spherical light beings. We are energy, we are love. This is who we are. We are benevolent species, we are the human race. We're compass, we are sundials, this is who we are. We open the portal, we build the bridge. Our eyes are spherical, just as the sun's spherical, and the iris has cone cells that allow us to see light and colors, and light comes from the sun. So you see, we stare at the sun, we open our eyes, open our mind, and we get in sync with it. We build the bridge, meaning we get in sync. Our electromagnetic field of creation of the human heart and the human brain gets in sync with the electromagnetic field of the sun itself. It's called building the bridge. Quantum entanglement, you see, is paired. Then signals happens as a result of that infinite feedback loop of information, sending, receiving, light source, energy straight into our eyes, supercharging our brains, supercharging our hearts, making us much more coherent and much more harmonious. You see, the brain cells have DNA, each of them, and there's purposeful DNA code, script, designed for what? For the purposeful existence of the brain and its functioning, which is to think, to be conscious, to be self-aware, to process information, to generate ideas, to be creative, right? And have visions and all these different things that we do, images of the future. And this is creation. It comes as a result of a supercharged brain because of energy itself. And then when you stare at the sun and you get the life of creation itself through your eyes, then your genetic code gets much stronger, much more powerful, and then you get in sync with creation itself, with infinity itself through the human eye, building the portal, opening the bridge. So opening the portal, building the bridge, sun iris nexus, a human practice, opening the third eye, and then your brain becomes much more powerful. And then it does the same to your brain, to your heart. Our heart resonance, our electromagnetic field becomes much stronger. Our ability to love is more relevant. We're braver, we're more courageous. So we take action and we make our dreams come true because the visions of ourselves, our future self, the dream is manifested through purposeful daily action because we are compass and we manifest free will through purposeful daily action. And our heart energy manifests creation because it gives us life in the first place. So we have body energy so we can take purposeful action, movement, and stimulation. So then we can engage our heart because we're conscious and self-aware and love our creation. So heart energy resonates with purposeful daily action. And then we engage our brain because we're conscious and self-aware and we're more creative, more powerful in that way, focused on purposeful daily action. And then that leads to this true self energy, which is our connection with infinity itself, the portal itself, the bridge itself, sundials, us. And then we guide purposeful daily action because purpose is that, purpose is our choice, is our free will. It's our why, it's infinity, it's our connection with infinity, our dream in our mind. And then we make it come true with purposeful daily action. We arrive to our destination. This is who we are. This is our nature as compass. So we light spherical beings, you see, and we have metamorphosized into this full version of who we are, conscious and self-aware of our nature, light spherical being, benevolent species, compass, sundial, infinite creators, infinite eternal creators, sundials, compass, to who we are, the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth, the citizenry of the Republic of Planet Earth, the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth, the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth, all of us humans, all of us are these. We all have a heartbeat. We all have a mind. We all have a brain. We all have a heart. We all love. We live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. Life is creation and creation is energy and love is the energy of creation. Simple as that. This is our nature. Our nature is to love. So let's talk about today's video. I always start my videos with this intro because it's important to understand who we are and nature. So let's talk about today's video, which is creation. Creation itself. y.how/creation. That's y.how/creation. Please refer to it on Substack and YouTube and also on the website. So let's do a little bit of reading and then break down each of the sentences, and that's what today's video is going to be about. Okay? Purpose is something you keep creating. Life in service of your purpose. You are your destination. The more you learn, the less you know. Human experience, condition, nature must inspire, nurture the human spirit. Synchronicity equals destination. Earn your toys. Boundless abundance, endless prosperity. That's creation itself right there in a nutshell. So let's read it one more time. Purpose is something you keep creating. Live in service of your purpose. You are your destination. The more you learn, the less you know. Human experience, condition, nature must inspire, nurture the human spirit. Synchronicity equals destination. Earn your toys. Boundless abundance, endless prosperity. See, creation is that, is abundance, is prosperity. Prosperity is what it is. You see, it's the destination, it's the destination. It's creation itself, that's what it does. So let's talk about it a little bit and what this means. Okay, so purpose is something you keep creating, and this is right because it's infinite. It's why. Why has an infinite nature. We choose our why, we choose our purpose, we choose our dream. But once we manifest our dream, we reach to our destination. We reach our destination, we arrive to our destination, we manifest it, our dreams come true. Then infinity remains because there will always be a new why. A new creation. Okay? Always. Because it's our infinite nature. So purpose is something you keep creating. Because once you create your purpose, your destination, your calling, the goal, the dream, it's manifested through purposeful daily action. That's how we manifest free will. Once this is the case and this is done, then why remains, because we are infinite in nature. So purpose is something you keep creating. Purpose evolves. Purpose, manifest the purpose. It always evolves. Always. It's always an ultimate purpose. Always. We always got towards that, to infinity. Creation itself. This is why this video is called creation, because that's what it is. Is the ultimate purpose is that, is creation itself. Creation creates creators. Life is creation and creation is energy, and love is the energy of creation. I have written something similar as well. Love is energy and love is life. Maturity equals humility. It's the maturity of understanding that we are creation. Light spherical beings. Creation creates creators. Okay? Energy is creation and creation is life. Love is creation. We love our creation. Love comes from the heart, and the heart gives us life. So energy is creation and creation is life. Love is creation. We love our creation. Love comes from the heart, and the heart gives us life. Creation creates creators. The maturity of humility that comes from love is energy and love is life. Life is creation and energy, and creation is energy, and love is the energy of creation. Love is life, life is love, life and love. They come from the same heart, the same place, the human heart. Life is creation and creation is energy. Love is the energy of creation. Again, love is life, life is love and love. They come from the same place, the human heart. Life is creation and creation is the energy of love. And love is the energy of creation. So then again, this is all very important because it boils down to purpose, which is why, and why has an infinite nature, which is us, infinite energy, infinite love. Because that's what why how is the purpose itself, why, and then you make it happen with how, which is the creation itself, the actions that we take. So why how is the mechanism to manifest infinity. Why how makes infinity come true through action. You see, purpose is something you keep creating because infinity is always there. So you create it and then something new would come, a new purpose. So this is what creation is infinity. It keeps happening. It's a constant. It never stops. Creation is a constant because it's infinite. Infinity is creation. So infinity is a constant. It never ends. It's the only real constant that we have is infinity. That's the only constant, truly. If you think about it, realistically speaking, light is not a constant because there's faster things than light. We have proven this with quantum entanglement and escape velocity, singularity at the event horizon. So light is not a constant because it changes based on relativity. So light is not a constant. This is a misperception, a misunderstanding of reality itself, creation itself. So the only real constant that we have in existence, in infinity, in creation, is infinity itself. Is the only constant. Everything else is part of infinity, so they're not constants. Okay? So, and that is the beauty of it, because everything else is part of infinity, then that makes everything else infinite itself, or themselves. Meaning that because they're infinite in nature, then that means that they're the constant. I'm going to say that again, because this is mathematics and this is very important. This is an axiom. This is a principle of mathematics. This is a principle of creation itself. This is a principle of reality of existence. So the only constant is infinity. The only constant is infinity. Okay? It's the only constant. No other constant. Mathematically speaking, in physics, the only constant is infinity. It's the only constant. And everything is part of infinity. Because infinity is infinite. And everything is within infinity. So we all part of infinity. Thus, our nature is infinite. Meaning ourselves, the individual, and everything there is infinite in nature. Thus, infinity is the only constant. So because we are infinite in nature, we are the constant. Because it's our nature. So, and what's the nature? Infinity. So, we are infinite. So, it's the only constant. Infinity is the only constant. So, it's just the way it is. And mathematics has proven it. And physics has proven it. And biology is the proof of it at the biological scale of creation because we are infinite in nature. And why? Why is the proof? Why is infinite in nature? And creation goes forever because it's infinite in nature and is the only constant. Okay, you see, it's a full idea. It's a full idea. It's full circle. They spherical in nature because infinity is spherical in nature because it never ends. It never ends. Is a constant. Okay, so purpose is something you keep creating. That's why, because purpose is why, and why is infinite in nature, because everything is infinite in nature. So you keep creating it. A new purpose leads to a new purpose. A new creation leads to a new creation. And that's just a constant, and it goes forever into infinity because everything is infinity, and infinity is the only constant. Okay. So we made this clear. We established these bearings. Very simple notion. Creation is infinite, and infinite is the only constant because infinity is creation, and creation creates creators, thus making us all infinite in nature. Thus, we all the constant of infinity. The proof is that us and what we do. Why? So purpose is something you keep creating, right? We made that clear. We keep on creating purpose. We arrive to a destination. We make our dreams come true. And why is a constant? It's infinity. So it's nature, right? Nature is infinite. So nature is infinite because why is infinite? It's part of nature. And it's its nature, infinity. Infinity is the only constant. So then again, a new why emerges as a result of that. And because of our infinite consciousness and our infinite self-awareness, then we can manifest that new constant, that new infinity, and we manifest it through our purposeful daily action. You see? Because that why needs an answer. The constant needs to be realized in consciousness as we know it here in the flesh, biologically speaking, through our perception, our field of creation, as so what we perceive and see. So because of it, because of its nature, its infinite nature, it needs to be realized. It needs to be realized, to be comprehended and fully understood as a component of infinity itself, because it's part of infinity, this why. And we do that through purposeful daily action. We do that through purposeful daily action, and that's our dreams. That's who we are, and that why needs an answer, and the answer is the reason, is the root, is the origin, is the genesis, is the because, it's the why itself, the answer, and the answer is created, because that's the constant creation, which is infinity. And how do we create it? Well, we create it with our actions, with our energy, with our purpose. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is very simple. This notion is just the way it is. Infinity is the only constant. Light is part of infinity. Light is not a constant. It's not a constant. Okay, because it has been proven that there are faster things than light. Okay, quantum entanglement, which is part of infinity, is faster than light. Escape velocity, event horizon, vortexes, singularities have escape velocity, so light cannot escape it, meaning it's stronger and faster than light, more powerful. So light is not a constant because there are faster things than light, and that is infinity itself. It's the only constant. It's capable of creation itself at the singularity level. At the event horizon level, that's infinity itself. This infinite energy source, this infinite source of creation, infinite source of awareness and self-awareness and consciousness and self-consciousness, capable of doing what it does, which is creating at the scale that it does, at the infinite scale of creation, which is the only constant. So it's spherical in nature, it's electromagnetism, and it's polarized. Okay, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, purpose is something you keep creating. Okay, we established that with a why. So live in service of your purpose. Why? Because we live to love. We live to love. The primordial instinct of the human species is the human heartbeat, because it's our instinct to exist, our instinct to live. And we are alive for that very reason, because we live to love. And love is that. Love comes from the heart, is the mechanism of creation at the biological scale, is the highest frequency that our heart, which is the biological creator, emits. So obviously we create with the highest frequency, because this is proven. The higher the frequency, the more powerful the creation, the generation, the power, the drive. So the torque, the angular momentum, the spin, so which is polarization, electromagnetism, so which is the the force field itself, the resonance of the human heartbeat, the electromagnetic field itself is frequency and vibration polarized through electromagnetism. So you see, this is the constant infinity itself, creation itself. So if you understand this notion, then what gives us life, which is the human heartbeat, this engine, the pump, the heartbeat, then again, the highest rate that it can produce is love, and it can be measured. So obviously, the higher the frequency, the more powerful the creation. So we're talking about love being the highest frequency, meaning love is creation itself at the biological scale of awareness and consciousness. So that, I hope that sinks in. You see, that's the mechanism, the delivery mechanism is love. And we live to love. Right? And love is life. We live to love and we love to live. Why? Because we are purposeful in nature. Our nature is to exist, to be creators. Creation creates creators. Right? We want to have purposeful lives. We all want to feel good because we love with our hearts. And we are all about love. It's our instinct. We are heartful species. We are benevolent species. So then again, it's full circle. We live in service of our purpose. And our purpose is to love. Is to create, and the highest energy of creation is love. You see, so we are creating, be purposeful. We are conscious and self-aware. That's the beauty of life. infinity itself gave us consciousness through the body. You see this mechanism through the DNA, biology, evolution. And as a result of it, we love. And we live to love. We love to live. So we purposeful is our purpose, you see. Purpose is to create. And we create through love and action, because we make love, we have children, I have explained this, and then we love our creation. So it's all about the highest energy of creation, which is love at the biological scale. So you see, we live in service of our purpose because we have consciousness, self-aware, we choose. We have self-determination, self-sovereignty, we have free will, we are compass, we manifest free will with purposeful daily action. Because this is who we are, this is our nature. So, then we live in service of our purpose. You live in service of your purpose. Live in service of your purpose. Because your purpose is love, is creation. You see, a purposeful life. The pinnacle of life is to have a purposeful life. Peak experience, that's what it is. So we live in service of our purpose, and we choose our own purpose. That's why it's called a purposeful life, because it's life. It's living. To live is to be alive. See, it's life itself, lifing. So it's that. Live in service of your purpose. And service of what? Of your creation. What you create with your heart, with your love, with your consciousness, with your self-awareness, with your sentient abilities, with your benevolence. And this is who we are. You see, this is what we do. Create and create and create. Because we are wonderful. We are truly wonderful. We are creators. This is who we are. So you are your destination. You see, because destination itself is purpose, right? Is the dream, is the goal, and goals are purposeful. See? So it's why, it's infinity again. So you are infinite just like your why, because we are, infinity is the only constant. So you are your destination. You are your destination. You see, you choose your destination because you are infinite creation itself, but you manifest it here at the biological scale, this level of density that we see and observe with senses and perceive, what we call reality. It has its own bandwidth. It's time and energy at this scale of creation, at this scale of density, because of our consciousness and self-awareness. We experience it the way we do. We have senses, and this is how we experience it. So because of that, this creation, this level of infinity needs to be experienced through that, through purpose, through action, through life, through love. And you are your destination because you are love, you are why, you are infinite. That's who you are. But then you also have free will, which is the beauty of this level of consciousness and self-awareness that allows us to choose our destinations, to choose our creation, because creation creates creators, and we are creators. Infinite eternal creators. So because of it, then you are your destination. You see, it's full circle again. It's a full idea, complete information, it's spherical in nature. So destination is chosen by the creator, which is you. So you are your destination. You choose your dream. You have a brain, conscious and self-aware. You can have the visions of who you are, your dream, your vision, your destination. And then that purpose happens as a result of your purposeful daily action, taking action every day, today, here, now, manifesting free will, proving free will with your actions. So you see, then again, this is a powerful idea because it's creation itself. Infinity is the only constant. So that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It's beautiful who we are, the human race. I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind.